Right. So let's redo this. Not sure. Maybe a little higher up. In fact, I put it there last time. Maybe a little higher up, just to give ourselves a little bit more space. Along those lines. Oh, not that one. This, along these lines. The foundation probably needs to be a bit thicker than what it is at the moment. I mean, I said, like, I've known 5 people, and it's... like, looking back, it's clear that I didn't know how to respond. I mean, it took me like 5, maybe like, it took me like 2 or 3 before I kind of started thinking about what the correct response is. I mean, I don't think I respond terribly, but I didn't respond in a way that was helpful. No, I haven't actually been helpful in any of those times. Because as I said, like, you don't know how to help. Like, if you haven't encountered it before and you haven't thought about it, you just don't know how to be helpful, and that's why I say, so I talk about, like, what can you do to help practically. You should focus on that, because eventually one day someone's gonna come to you for help, and you don't want to fail them, like all these other stories of people failing people who need help. It's a bit of a disaster, really, now that I think back on it. I mean, I don't... You know what? I could have done better. I could have done better, and I try to do better in the future. Alright, so we chose that blue. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. I would say things like, well, you go to the police. I mean, okay, police is part of it, but it's not it's not the whole solution. As we said, you also need, like, physical and psychological healthcare, and a lawyer possibly, because the police aren't always entirely helpful. The lawyer is mostly if the police aren't that helpful. You need the lawyer. Yeah, no, the police aren't always helpful. Alright, so we said we're gonna switch this a little bit because I need to fit the glass here, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna lower this by 1. And now I can stick the glass back here without breaking the circuits. Alright, good. Um. Nice guys being friend zoned. Just thinking about that again. I guess I blame the rapists for pretending to be nice guys and then victimizing people. So then it makes women not trust anything. And it's like, it's not unreasonable to not trust people after you've been assaulted. Alright, so here... actually, what goes on here? Because this is... Alright, and then there's... I don't know. The other side... We decided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks is a lot of blocks. Although it looks right there. If we put 5 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'd be like that. And then this would just not have anything. And then here I guess we can have a little bit lower down because this is pedestrian entry. I'm not sure if we have the glass like that or not. I guess we do. Across. What are we looking at there? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that can be a little lower. I'm not sure about this part. But let's do that for now. Alright, so the glass is there. We still haven't actually figured out how the arches transition into the corner towers. I think I'm just like leaving that problem for later. This level, we do that, right? I guess the glass just goes all the way down to the arch. But before I do that, let me just continue this and figure out the transition between the arches and the towers. And then here. Alright, and then nothing else for there. Oh, that's nice. I want to keep it open. So that's why the glass curtain wall. I don't want to like seal it up. I think it's this is still a bit dense though. I'm not sure about the density of these things. I mean, we said it was a bit thick. And it still is a bit thick. Is it a problem? I would want it to be like trusses if possible. Part of the my disagreement with the size of the grid is that you can't just like see through the whole building. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe what we do is we knock off. We have a hole in the middle. What if we have a hole in the middle? What if 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we like knock this out there. 1, 2, 3, and then we knock this out here. If we do that though, then the staircase is kind of whack because it doesn't have to go through the arches. 1, 2, 3. So we have like 3 modules from the edge, but then the middle is open. This would make this a lot more open, right? You see how this works? So we don't fill the entire middle of it with the vault. Oh, this is cool. So it's only like 1, 2, and 3, and then the middle is open, kind of like the Eiffel Tower. Again, 1, 2, 3, and then here as it shrinks as it goes upwards. So it reduces to that. And on this side, 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. It's or do we like reduce this to 2? Maybe it's not as open as I thought it would be. Let me put this back. So it's like this, alright? So at this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then only this would be missing in the middle here, because there's 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there, and 1, 2, 3 there, so that doesn't have to be there. And then the rest of this is actually solid. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. And the rest of it doesn't change, so only the bottom one changes. No, I like this more already. I like this much more already, okay. Good. Good, I like this much more than before. Nice. Alright, easy peasy. It's not complicated. So what was I doing? I was putting the glass... I haven't done any of the glass on this side, right? Okay, let's do this side. That's the wrong blue. This blue. Up here. And then across here. Oh, I haven't finished that side, have I? I'm getting confused. Anyway, I am mostly designing, I guess, so we just design and I'll fill in whatever I don't finish building in my own time. Glass curtain walls. So glass curtain walls often, well, not often, but you can use structural glass, as in like you use glass as structural members. That might make no sense at all in Minecraft because there's no load-bearing considerations. But you can use glass, especially like laminated glass. If you laminate glass with like plastic, then it's got a little bit of tensile strength. Or like if you have thick enough glass, you can use it as columns and beams. So it's transparent, but it's also load-bearing. And so then a lot of these big curtain walls that seem like it's just a large area of glass, it will be structural glass. With like with glass columns holding up the curtain wall. So just imagine that's what this is, even though it's not. This is just giant glass blocks, which is something else. Maybe I should be using glass panes instead of glass blocks here. Should I be using glass panes instead of glass blocks? No, I'm going to use the glass blocks, but I'm going to pretend that it is like structural glass or a structural glass assembly, even though it's not.